Hey, this is Janvi Katti and this is the first Story to Satori chat show, and we have a wonderful personality here. Her name is Deepika. She is none other than the singer, and one wonderful thing about her is she is a multi-talented and she's a kind of person whom anybody would like to meet and talk, because she's doing so many things and we're going to know her journey today. She's just not a singer, but she's also a spiritual person, and to beat it, she's also a software engineer. So Deepika, how do you manage so many things doing? Tell me something about your journey.
Oh, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, Janvi. It's a great honor to have you here. So about my journey, it's so vast that I cannot just put into a few words, because I've gone through a lot of learning, unlearning in life, and try to be where I am today. It all started with my mom, that she started training me into Carnatic classical.
Wow.
And then I moved into Hindustani as well. So I'm pursuing both kind of music right now. And then I was very much, a naughty kid, and I used to do a lot of things. So my mom knew that she can, handle multiple things at the same time. So I started doing music at a very young age, started giving concerts and all.
You've given a lot of shows.
Yes.
One in Dubai I have seen,
Yes,
and she has given it with none other than Kumar Sanu.
Yes. So it's been an honor for me to perform in front of all those kind of celebrities. But it's like, it was my dream, and I just started working towards my dream, and this is where I am today. And I was very good in education as well. I used to study a lot during my childhood days, so I could just manage to become an engineer.
And you are a great spiritualist at heart.
Yes, because
I've read your blogs. She has written wonderful blogs on a lot of religious and spiritual things.
Yes.
So how do you balance it out? So many things you are doing, left brain, right brain, and getting centered.
I think it's God's grace, what I can do.
So have you not had any challenges? Talk about the challenges,
Yeah,
What was the one main challenge that you had to face during this journey to where you are right now?
I think each and every person has to, whoever wants to succeed in life, they meet a lot of negative people. Negative people who will try to put you down, or who try to create certain environment so that you don't succeed.
So what did you do? What was your mantra?
That's my spiritual approach in my life. It brought me, back to, my goal and my where I want to be. So I think the spirituality is like a protection shield. It's like, the way Lakshmana put Lakshmana Rekha when he wanted to protect Sita.
So what do you do?
So I put Lakshmana Rekha around me.
So what do you do basically? You may not be literally putting the Lakshman Rekha. So
it's a spiritual Rekha, you create an aura around yourself, so that...
Do you do any practices for that? Or?
Yes, I think music itself is Samaveda. The 7 notes of this music represent the 7 chakras of the body. Actually. So when you do music, you're already getting into the path of enlightenment.
Oh, this is a awakening,
Yeah.
7 chakras, I knew that, but then the 7 swaras that we have in Indian Hindustani music or any music, we have the sa, re, ga, ma, pa, dha, ni, sa. Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you actually sing, that's why most of the musicians were saints. If you see Kanakadasa, Kalidasa and Purandaradasa, they're all saints, right? And they were musicians. They used to spread the spiritual message of God through music, and somehow, even Mirabai, she was a musician.
Yes.
So I think music itself is so divine, and it connects you to God very easily. So I think I've been blessed from childhood to pursue that path, and that is why I'm very spiritual. I never got into this materialistic world.
When you have no intention now, at this point, what is it that you look at as a vision for your life, and which is inspiring to our viewers, mainly women who are in the mid 30s and up to some mid 50s.
Yes.
We are all at crossroads where we want to take our life much more notches higher. We want to achieve some things, and we want to change our life path or our life careers, or something which we have dreamt for a long time, and which has become really not possible because of our own conditions. So what advice would you give them? How do you go about doing that?
Yes.
What is your vision? We want to know.
Okay. One thing I would like to tell them all is, it's idle mind is devil's workshop. So every time we are idle, we always think about past or future, or you try to feel guilty about certain of your actions, or you feel insecure about your future, and all these thoughts come to every human being. It's
Yes.
not just me and you.
Yes.
Every human being, to every animal, every organism that is on this planet, they go through insecurities in life. That's what I've read.
We all do.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how do you face that? So that is having immense faith in God, which talks about, where if you read the book Bhagavad Gita, for me it has been the greatest inspiration. I think everybody should open Bhagavad Gita. We always worship Bhagavad Gita, but it is
Yes.
right there, you can see in my
Yes.
house. So
see
I
that,
always, get inspired by the lectures given to Arjuna by Lord Krishna when he was in the battlefield. So we all are like warriors,
Yes.
fighting the battle of life. And how do we take the message of Lord Krishna and inculcate that in our personal life and then move forward? And
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
the phases what Krishna has talked about, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga and Raja Yoga. These 4 stages, if you understand, I think you will completely understand what life is all about. Then each one of us can move towards moksha. And
But
moksha
it is so easy said than done.
Yes, I know.
I remember when I was 18, I have written my first poem to God. I have addressed it to God.
Oh, very nice.
And I used to go to the Gita classes with my father when I was in college in Mumbai.
Okay.
And even now, off late I have not done it. I should start
Yes.
according to what Deepika says.
Yes.
But if you can just pick up one sloka and if you read it, and if you have done it over a period of time, you will get newer and newer meaning out of
Yes,
that, because
yes.
the
Every
way you
time
are
you-
evolving, you will start finding newer, better meanings. Of
Because
life.
in life there are so many questions
Yes.
that come to us at every stage of our life. What questions I had 10 years back about life, I don't have those now, because those are already answered. In the same way, what questions I have right now, and every time I go through Gita, every time I read it, I understand it in a different way, and I feel, okay, this is how it is. And this is how you need to face life.
What was that burning question 10 years back, Deepika?
Where is God?
Where is God?
Yes.
And
the
how
same
was
question was...
what was the tone? Where is God?
Yes.
these-
I used to search. I have done weird things.
Uh-huh.
I used to search the books of astronomy, and I wanted to become an astronomer actually.
Yeah.
And searching that, what is all this universe all about, and who are we, and what is our identity, what is the purpose of our life? And I remember when I first started reading I started my spiritual journey. The first book that I read was the autobiography of Swami Vivekananda. And that is where I got inspired and started my spiritual journey, because even Swami Vivekananda was the first question that arose in his mind when he was young was, where is God? So the same question arises.
And what
to
is the
me.
burning question now?
Yes, now I've understood where is God.
Okay, no
because
more questions?
Yes, it is. No, I
You
still
have
have
questions.
yes,
Yeah. What is that one question?
I have a question about still what is the purpose of my life, and what all this knowledge that I've acquired, and how do I reach it out to the right and needy people, so that they can come out of their anxiety, stress, depression and so on. Maybe I can be a ray of hope or an example tomorrow in the society, where I can tell them, like, look, I went through all these things and I came out of it because I did all these things, and maybe the same thing what I did, you can follow it, and maybe it can help you a lot.
Wow, absolutely. I'm seeing Deepika as a knowledge coach, and many women out there would love to, in fact, get this kind of a knowledge.
Yes.
And you can always approach her, and I will leave the link below where you can contact Deepika.
Yes.
As well as you can
LinkedIn,
contact me.
Instagram and
Yes,
Facebook.
she's on
And I already
all the
help a
social
lot of
media.
people
Yes.
with a lot of spirituality. And yeah, you can
And
add
with
me
healing
anytime.
music.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's one of her beautiful things about her is when she teaches you music, it doesn't have to be the traditional type of teaching. It can be just few classes or a kind of a workshop where we really kind of heal our inner soul, heal ourselves internally by that healing music. So it was lovely talking to you,
Thank you so much.
thank you so much for these insights.
Yes,
So what is that one thing that you would like to leave as a message? so that people can reach out to you,
Yes.
as well as they can think about becoming knowledge coaches, because we all have something in us
Yes.
that we can share with this world. And think about it, because the wisdom, that knowledge that we have got from our experiences and from our unique inner heartfelt, the kind of challenges that we have faced, and the inner turmoil that we may have gone through, or it may not be there, but still life is not easy for all of us, and we can actually help out many other people. So let's end this session with one message from you, Deepika, and
Yeah.
one song.
Okay.
Yes.
One message would be like, come out of your own space, come out of your own illusionary maya, what I can say, and see the world is very beautiful. There's a lot of things that we can do in life, not just restricted to our own family, our own relatives. I see world as my family, and all good human beings are my relatives. It's not that the bad people are not, but I stay away a little bit from the negativity. So I feel that each and every human being has the power to touch somebody else's life and change them.
Absolutely.
So just don't restrict yourself to your own people, and come out, help others in whatever ways you can. So it's helping others is helping yourself.
So here's wishing Deepika a lot of success and in everything that she does, especially in spreading this word of wisdom and knowledge. So with a small song, you can.
Yes, it's one of the Lata Mangeshkar songs.
Sure.
It's 2 lines.
Yeah.
प्रभु तेरो नाम जो ध्याए फल पाए, सुख लाए तेरो नाम। तेरी दया हो जाए तो दाता, तेरी दया हो जाए तो दाता। जीवन धन मिल जाए, मिल जाए, मिल जाए, सुख लाए तेरो नाम। जो ध्याए फल पाए, सुख लाए तेरो नाम। Om Namah Shivaya.
Thank you so much. It's been my honor and a privilege to chat with you, Deepika. Thank you so much.
Thank you.